Oh my God, I 3D printed this in less than a day. First of all, I kindly ask you to stop staring at my hair and just pay attention to this. Look at that. Head turns, arms move up and down, legs swivel. Oh, dude, I'm printing another one right now. These are individual pieces that basically come together, and effectively for the Stormtrooper, it's just black and white. Less than a day, and I've got this. Unreal. The model itself, free. Polymaker filament for the win! You can see it printing over on MakerDeck, which is a 24/7 3D printing channel sponsored by StreamYard. And if you haven't been watching already, pop over to live.pirillo.com, which is also going 24/7 again. Sponsored by StreamYard too. I'm just telling you, if you're not into 3D printing yet, I don't know if I could consider you a geek or a nerd. If you're not into Star Wars, I might forgive you. And if you're not into Lego, why? Or why not? Kitchen question for y'all. What coffee contraption powers your beverages on a semi-daily basis? This is the tech that I'm currently using. You might remember the first Nespresso video that I recorded in this channel eons ago when they first started shipping machines to the States. This is a newer model of an espresso machine, and I believe they've even gone and updated their pod form, so I may have to upgrade this machine at some point in the future because I use Nespresso machines specifically to make decaf espresso throughout the day. I feel like out of all the devices, the gadgets that produce coffee, beverages, Nespresso is easily right up there. I've tried the other ones and I can't. It's got to taste good. My only complaint is that I wish it was thicker. The coffee itself, not the machine. This is a pretty thin machine. Yeah, went on a diet there, you see? Really skinny. Latte. No, not latte. Guess who got her fur cut? No, not Jedi. Rocket. Yeah. So she was a little cold. I decided to see if one of Wicket or Pixie's little Star Wars costumes fit on her, and it kind of does. Got a little Yoda here. Hey, boo. You did really well. Scored straight A's on your report card. Good job, boo. Good job. Hopefully this will keep you warm. Although, we may have to keep the head peeled back so that you can see. Now that you can see again. Because otherwise it covers her eyes like that. Rocket's not the only one who's been trimmed. Huh? What do you think? I have no idea what it looks like because I was wearing my cap. Because I had to walk Jedi to the bus stop this morning. I am assembling the very first Asajj Ventress figure out of the 12 that I usually create. Ooh, she's looking nice. All right, time to grow it out again. And guess what I printed this weekend? A C-3PO Lego minifigure that's not exactly mini nor Lego, but also had to do a Darth Vader. Oh, in fact, this helmet comes off, as do the other helmets on the figures, but I was really happy with how Darth Vader's face came out, and I got more than enough felt to make other capes, so I'm going to be printing another Darth Vader. Yes, it's a fully articulating Lego maxi fig? What would you call it? I don't know. It's wonderful. Oh yeah, and I'm also printing a part for, guess what? Happy Impossible Whopper Wednesday for those who celebrate, and I do, clearly. It's a wonderful movie treat. When we use technology on a regular basis without even thinking about it, without even blinking, we're using technology. We don't think necessarily about how it could be used against us. And there are those out there, and I don't just mean businesses, I mean individuals who have nefarious intentions. And sometimes we don't find out until it's too late. And there's a reason my entire perspective changed over time. I don't even own a printer. Yeah, I have 3D printers. Those are the only printers I want to use. Period. End of story. Like the actual printer. No, I outsource the printing to one of the local copy places. And I pay like, what, 7 cents a page or something like that? But it's so worth it not to have to deal with a printer. A physical printer, apart from a 3D printer. I remember the first time I saw a printer. Like a real printer. Sorry, they're all real printers. I mean, like a printer. With paper and text. It was a dot matrix. And it was printing Star Wars ASCII art. A Darth Vader in the Star Wars crawl. God, I won't ever forget that. I was just amazed. And I remember the first time I got a hold of a copy machine. and it was just whipping things out from it was a biology textbook in high school. I was just enamored by it. 3D printers are fun. Quote unquote regular printers. Hang on, I only have one hand right now. Quote unquote regular printers, not so much. I've got a perfectly functioning dishwasher, sort of brand new, pretty awesome, but of course I choose to do my dishes manually. I just started playing Connections and Wordle, finally. I know a lot of people have been playing Wordle for a while. I never really got into it. And then I met a new friend, and she showed me how to play, even though I don't think I needed the direction. It was just kind of nice to be introduced that way, and so now I've been playing. I love word games. Love word games. Always did. You ever have a song stuck in your head, and you only got it stuck in your head because it came up randomly in like one of those auto playlists? Are you familiar with that tune that I was just kind of tripping through there? I'm Ready. That's the title of the track. From probably what I believe to be the best episode of Star Trek ever, and I've enjoyed New Trek a lot more than maybe some Trekkies have. I'm not necessarily a Trekkie. Of course, I love Star Wars, hello, but the newer Treks like Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Picard, to a certain degree, third season was substantially better than the first two, but you kind of have to suffer through the first two seasons of Picard to get to the third one. Either way, it was an episode, season 2, episode 9 of Strange New Worlds, which I wasn't as much of a fan of compared to Discovery. I love Discovery. Strange New Worlds I was okay on, but it's a musical, and it's not just a throwaway musical. It's not just like, oh, you know, we're singing. No, they really did such a good job with the score for this episode, right? And it's very meta. They realize they're singing, but they don't know why, and they kind of have to unpack it throughout the episode. So I'd seen it last year, didn't really think of it, but I enjoyed it. And then a song came up in a playlist like 3 or 4 days ago, and I cannot stop listening to the soundtrack. So there's a soundtrack for that episode of Star Trek. It's good. The score is so good. So I can't get I'm Ready and I'm the X, which is they sound similar, sung by two different characters. I can't get it out of my head. Even if you're not a Star Trek fan, if you're a fan of musicals, this one's solid. Far better than many traditional musicals that I've heard. Not gonna name any names. Cats. Part done for R2-D2 so that he can stand next to C-3PO. Lego Star Wars 3D printing for the win. Jedi wanted to see if Rocket would rocket down the tube slide. And I said, well, let's find out. It'll be a science experiment. What's your hypothesis? Whether or not Rocket's going to like it. You think she's going to like it? All right, time to test. Watch her head. And yours. No limits. Maybe there should be limits. Oh, I hear something. Hey, what'd you think? Both of you, run off all that energy. Keep going. No, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Do laps around the park while Daddy sits here and does nothing. Oh, calm down, everybody. I've got my steps for today. Over 11,000. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know how the hell that happened. Aw, man. I gotta wait till next month to see the new Star Wars series? This news really changes everything. I can't believe how wrong I've been. A lot of y'all know that my house is filled with Justin Hillgrove art, but what you did not know is that the house is now also filled with Jedi art. She brought both of these pieces home yesterday, and I was quite honestly amazed. Like, I liked them. Not to say that, I don't like what she normally does, but these kind of jumped out, and I'm like, yeah, I think these might have earned a mostly permanent place on the wall. I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep in that condition, but I mean, I think they look cool. I see you found the perfect spot on the bed, right atop the warm blanket. Although you do like sleeping specifically there. at my feet when I'm sleeping, so I guess it stands to reason. Do you like that spot for its view, or is it just the blanket itself? Like, if I move the blanket to the other side here, would you sleep there? Just curious. We're going to run a scientific experiment. I used to eat school lunches off of trays like these.
Oh. Well, we still do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Same kind of trays?
Yeah. Is this a Lego tray or is it a school tray?
Well,
Lunch tray.
Technically speaking, it's a school lunch tray. That's what it was designed to do, but I use it specifically to manage small pieces.
One day, can I eat out of it?
Sure.
His eyes. That's what I made.
Theoretically, we are good to go with this wireless iron and the ironing paper. Oh, we need to count 20 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, is the iron on? I mean, I'm feeling heat.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
You sure?
Yeah, it's good.
It stuck. I don't think it should have stuck. I think it did too much. Oh, okay, I'm good. Hot. It's freaking hot. Not bad for never having Pirillo before. As long as they all stick together, that's like the goal. Okay, so you like that side of the bed. This much must be true, since you ignored the blanket over here, seemingly. Are you keeping my spot warm? Is that what's going on? Are you ever going to answer me back? No? Really? Fine. Knudsen? 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 Oh, that sounds so disgusting. Oh, wait, that's the family name. It's kiwi apple green juice. Yeah, that sounds far more appetizing than Knudsen. Oh, I'm going to need the other hand to open this. Yeah, I can't open this with one hand. I'm trying. Ooh. God, I'm not even sure I can open it with two hands. There we go. That's not bad. Not bad at all. What the hell are you doing in there? What the hell was that rattle? I was just going to point out that got it on sale. Tastes even better. Oh, I can't open the lid again. Here it is, the moment of truth. Did my helmet turn out? It did! This is not a life-size helmet, obviously. My head's not that small. But I just completed, with this piece being the final piece to go on, the Mandalorian Lego minifigure, maxi figure. I want to make something that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I do, anything worth doing is worth doing well. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. That is not my boot print on the side of the car, or shoe print, or whatever. Wow. The hell? Someone was rude. I was going to show you. I got this big box, and I have no idea what's inside of it. Obviously, it's from Amazon, though, so maybe it's from my wish list? It is. Wow. Darth Vader car mats. Perfect, because I'm in my car now. Enjoy your gift. Thank you for everything you do. You're the best. From Catherine Grable. Thank you, Catherine. Very appreciated. Well, at least I can keep the inside of my car clean. Don't know what that means for people kicking the outside of my car. What did it ever do to you? There's one thing my car can't get enough of, and that is Star Wars. Got another package here from Amazon, although it may be something that I ordered. It is. What are you looking over there? What is it's? I'm right here. Okay, fine. Look at the package. Yep, it's definitely something I ordered. They were on sale, like 75% off. Jedi likes playing with the Young Jedi Adventure toys, so yay! There's Jedi. Getting off the bus. Yeah, I know. I know. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, there she is. We have to subdue her. Yeah, doesn't she like talking to animals?
Yeah.
I think that's her character. What's this character? It's already March. Mando marches on.
What's Palm Sunday?
That's when everybody slaps their palms. Yeah.
Wait, do it again.
Yeah. Ow. I have not had the thermostat on for a while. If you can't tell, it says 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
The 29th is a Good Friday.
It is a good Friday. This Friday is a great Friday. We're playing something we used to call hide the thimble.
What?
Hide the thimble, even though it's not a thimble. All right, but you got to tell me if I'm hot, cold, warm.
Sorry, cold. Antarctica cold. Ice cold. Cold. Freezing hot. Freezing cold. Cold. Hotter, hot, burning hot, hot.
How was I supposed to see it up there? Cold. Warmer. Warm. Hot, baking, boiling.
There. I used the camera.
There's this thing, at least with guys, where if we start peeing, then we can't stop midstream. But for some reason, Rocket can do that. Like, she starts peeing, but then she starts walking, and then she spins in circles as she's peeing. Obviously, she's not doing that right now, but is this a thing other people can do? Because I've never been able to do that. Like, once you start the stream, you just cannot stop. But, well, maybe my dog's got a special talent. She's got a perfectly usable dog bed right next to her, but goes straight for the chair. Can't blame her. I'm not even sure if Jedi sits in that chair anymore. If she ever did sit in that chair, it's a beanbag Grogu. I can't help but think there's something missing. I came for this. I ain't afraid of no popcorn. Woo! Been waiting a while for this. No, not just the movie popcorn, but specifically the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire popcorn bucket, which is a ghost trap. I normally do not collect popcorn buckets unless, of course, they are Star Wars, but for some reason, I just thought this would be kind of neat. I mean, I grew up with Ghostbusters back in the 80s. Don't remember watching it in the theater, but I remember one of my brothers got the album, like the LP, like the record, on vinyl through some kind of prize in a contest, and listening to the soundtrack and being enamored with the lack of light. Where's the light button? Is that going to be enough light? There we go. Aziz! Lights! That's another movie entirely. I hope for a sequel to The Fifth Element, speaking of. Anyway, there was one track that really jumped out at me. I can't remember the name of the track. Either way, and I just remember that playing over and over in my head. And it was actually the bed for Ghostbusters Afterlife. And so when Frozen Empire was announced, I was, ooh, cool, I'll go see that in the theater. I did see Ghostbusters 2 in the theater back in the day. I was a little older then, of course. And, I don't know where I'm going with this. Apart from, I now have a ghost trap. Don't you wish this technology was real? I mean, it's real, but I mean, like real. Like, we could trap real ghosts. Are ghosts real? Now that I think about it, I wonder how much real-world tech has been inspired by pretend tech. I know there have been stories of, like, people who have grown up to become engineers who were inspired by Star Trek. But I don't know if that has necessarily been the same for hardware we've seen on the screen as an idea coming out of someone's imagination, turning to something real in real life. Like hardware. Or maybe even software. Experiences. Do you know of any offhand? Oh, hang on. We gotta trap the ghost. Get in there, Rocket. Come on, pop in. There you go. Where are you going? No, you're supposed to go in the trap. This is what it's there for. It's to trap dogs. No popcorn. My collection continues to expand. By the week, it took less than 6 days, or fewer than 6 days, to get these 5. Is there anything technology can't do?